Wilder folks, Alicia here. Let's look at a combo for releasing and mobilizing those hamstrings so that after a big day out, you can fully recover. Now, we are gonna use that typical formula. We're gonna roll. We are gonna use our antagonist muscle to help relax the protagonist. We are going to stretch the protagonist, and then we're going to actively use that protagonist, that primary muscle, through its full range of motion. But that's enough chit chat. Let's get into the rolling part of it. So you'll need a roller for today. You'll also need a wall or some sort of step to do the stretch, one of the stretches for it. You're going to need your hamstrings as well, so make sure those are present. So we'll start out away from the heart, always when we're rolling, and we're gonna have the roller hit the muscle. Make sure you're not in the pit of your knee for this guy, but just above it. And we're gonna rotate that leg to the outside and inside so that we're pressing our hamstrings into the roller. If we want a little more intensity, we can lift our butt off the ground here. That's gonna put more through the hamstrings. And as always, we're searching for any spots that feel particularly painful. We're spending 30 seconds to a minute stretching out, rolling out this muscle. And you're gonna find that it's gonna be harder to access as we get closer to our butt, but that's okay. Good, once we've gotten right up close to our butt, you can roll that out of the way. And now we wanna use our quads to stretch out our hamstrings. So what you're gonna do, lay on your back, find that neutral spine, get hanging out. You're gonna catch the back of your leg with your hands, and this should be in a position where you feel neutral. If you feel that bottom leg coming off the ground, you've gone too far. Take it back to about 90. And we're gonna start by using our quads to bring our toes up towards above our head. And what you'll find is you're probably gonna get to your shake point, and that's where you feel shaking through the upper leg, and that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. We wanna feel a stretch through the hamstrings because we're contracting our quads. You'll notice my knee doesn't move, so it's not when I straighten my leg, my knee moves. We're not doing this. We are locking that knee in place and then going to straighten the leg. And after you've done this a few times, you can move your leg a little closer to your chest. You'll know you've reached your limit for today when you feel a little bit of pressure through this or a little bit of stretch through this other leg, or you'll get to the point where you can't fully straighten that top leg. That means we're doing our job well. And as always, focusing on finding that stretch through the hamstrings. 15 of those, and I'm sure we're at 15 at least now. And now we want to just go into a straight hamstring stretch. So I'm going to bring my leg back a little bit so I can find a totally straight leg. Toes are going to come towards my nose just to intensify the entire posterior chain stretch. And we're just going to bring that leg gently towards our chest until either this leg starts to come off the ground or we start to get a bit of a bend in this leg. Notice how I'm not holding the knee joint, I'm holding just below. And it's important also that we keep that back neutral. So if our spine bends a lot in this position, then we're going to be going around our hamstring stretch. Bottom line with any stretch you're doing, know where you need to feel it, back the leg, focus on feeling it there, and if you do, then you are doing it right, because all of our bodies are a little bit different and move a little bit differently. All right, now we need to actively use these hamstrings through this greater range of motion that we have found, and we're going to do that with RDLs today, Romanian deadlifts or a straight leg deadlift. So you'll get set up, feet underneath your hips, and keeping your spine totally neutral, hinge forward until you feel these guys stretching, and then you're just gonna come back up. And we're just gonna do 15 of those. Keeping that spine totally neutral is the secret sauce for this one. And so we want to feel that stretch, and then we want to actively squeeze those muscles. When you're doing this type of deadlift, there's other muscles involved as well, but because we are using the hamstrings, it's a good way to actively reinforce the new and improved range of motion that we've got with this one. All right, 3, 2, and 1. You can go on and repeat that entire process on your second side. Or if you really wanted to, you could also do these Romanian deadlifts on one leg and then do the whole process through and complete it on the second side. Either way, happy hamstrings.